this is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and my Today's Racing Digest video series continues Saturday, April 7th, 2018. We're still on the road to Kentucky Derby 2018, and this week's race, we're going to do the 100 points to the winner for the Kentucky Derby points race, the 9th race from Santa Anita Park, the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby for 3-year-olds, a mile and an eighth on the main track. The big name in this race is Bolt d'Oro, and Bolt d'Oro has been my top-ranked Kentucky Derby contender since I started my list last September after Del Mar and Saratoga. And you can read my weekly Kentucky Derby reports at today'sracingdigest.com. Each week after the prep races run, I update my list. I update everything on the road to Kentucky Derby 2018, and you can read those weekly reports at today'sracingdigest.com. But let's jump back into the Santa Anita Derby here, and we're going to pull up the race header right now. And I've used the race header the last few weeks, and in the race header, you're going to see, first on the left-hand side, you're going to see some names highlighted. Instilled Regard's name is highlighted, Bolt d'Oro, Justify, and Core Beliefs, and they look like the main contenders in this race. The other three horses in this race, Orbit Rain, Jimmy Chila, Pepe Tono, not fast enough to win a race like this. At least they haven't proven to be yet. But I mentioned the main contenders, and now you see those horses highlighted. And now jump over one line, and you'll see where it says fire number. Fire number for today's Racing Digest is speed throughout a race. And Core Beliefs has a 97, and Justified has a 96 fire number. The higher the number, the better. Now jump over to line 4. You're going to see RCL. That is the class level. And you'll see a 180 class level for Instilled Regard and Bolt d'Oro. Again, the higher the class level, the higher the class the horses have been facing. So that 180 class level for Instilled Regard and Bolt d'Oro, they've basically been facing the best two-turn graded horses so far this year. And over to line 5, you'll see CPR. That's Comprehensive Performance Rating. That takes into account pace, final time, and closing fraction. And Bolt d'Oro has the highest number. He has a 142, and Core Beliefs has a 140. Line 6, you'll see where it says total. That's highlighted. That takes into account the RCL, the class level, plus the CPR, the Comprehensive Performance Rating. And you'll see that Bolt d'Oro has accumulated 322 points, Instilled Regard with 314. That's not surprising that they lead that, because they had the highest class level in there, and Bolt d'Oro looks like the class of the field in here. But let's jump over now and look at the main contenders. And I mentioned the top 4 contenders, beginning with number 1, Instilled Regard. In his last 3 starts, his Today's Racing Digest final ratings, he earned a 138 in the Risen Star, he got a 135 winning the LeComte Stakes, and then he got a 134 in the Los Alamitos Futurity late last year. Now, last time out, he finished 4th. He was a bit flat in that Risen Star Stakes. Just in front of him that day was Noble Indy in 3rd, just beating Instilled Regard out of that position. And Noble Indy came back to win the Louisiana Derby on March 24th at the fairgrounds to qualify for the Kentucky Derby. So Instilled Regard's been facing some good horses. He's back in Southern California. He's got that inside post position. Joel Rosario is going to ride, and he should be in the hunt throughout. I think his numbers are a bit lighter than the top contenders, but I think he has a good shot to finish in the top 3. Right now, he has 19 Kentucky Derby points. If he finishes 3rd, he'll get 20 points. That would give him 39 points, and that should be enough to get him in the gate on the first Saturday in May. And he's got a good shot to finish in the top 3. Bolt d'Oro, number 3, my top contender in this race. He got a 143 final rating in the San Felipe Stakes last time when he battled McKenzie throughout, and that was Bolt d'Oro's first start since the Breeders' Cup. That was a nice effort off a layoff, and McKenzie and him battled. They had a couple bumping incidents. They took McKenzie down. They put Bolt d'Oro on top, and it was 6 lengths back to the show finisher. And that 143 final rating was the best final rating for Bolt d'Oro's career. So that was a good start. As a 2-year-old, he was a quality horse. He won a couple Grade 1s, including the Front Runner Stakes. He was a wide 3rd in the Breeders' Cup. So that was a huge effort from Bolt d'Oro in his first start off of a layoff. And it's a good sign when a 2-year-old comes back as a 3-year-old and they earn their highest rating. Number 6, Justify. He's the main threat to Bolt d'Oro. He's 2 for 2 lifetime. He won both of his starts this year, getting 144 and 146 final ratings for trainer Bob Baffert. Mike Smith is going to ride. He's going to be forwardly placed in this race. Justify has a lot of talent. He's got a lot of buzz. He's actually your 4 to 5 morning line favorite. And the sky is the limit for him. We don't know where he fits class-wise, but we're going to find out because Bolt d'Oro is one of the top 3-year-olds in the country. And if Justify could beat him, he could be in the Derby. Justify has to finish in the top 2. He has 0 Derby points. 100 points to the winner would certainly get him in. 40 points for second would get him in as well. Number 7, Core Beliefs, will round out my top 4 contenders. And his first 2 starts in sprint races, he finished 3rd. He earned solid enough numbers, but not super strong numbers. Last time out, though, he got a 144 final rating, winning a maiden special weight event at Santa Anita Park. That was on March 8th. The runner-up in that race was Longden, a Bob Baffert trainee. Longden came back, and he was impressive as the favorite, winning his last start. So Core Beliefs beat a decent horse last time. He earned a strong rating. We don't know where he fits class-wise. Kind of like Justify, but Justify is at least proven where he's beaten winners. Core Beliefs hasn't, but that final rating is promising. He's 20-1 morning line, and he could spice up the exotics. And here's how we're going to play this one. We're going to make a win wager on Bolt d'Oro. If we can get 6-5, 7-5, anywhere around that, he's worth a small win wager because I think he should be the favorite. He's the proven class. For the exacta, we're going to put Bolt d'Oro and Justify, the 3 and 6, on top of number 7, Core Beliefs, at 20-1. I think he's got a good shot to finish in the money. And then we'll play a trifecta key. We're going to key Bolt d'Oro on top of number 1, Instil Regard, number 6, Justify, number 7, Core Beliefs. If you're interested in my full card analysis, you can find that each week at todaysracingdigest.com. That's full cards daily from Santa Anita Park at todaysracingdigest.com. And as I mentioned again, you can read my Kentucky Derby reports over at todaysracingdigest.com each and every week. Now, if you're interested in the promo code, I've been mentioning that the last couple weeks, one-time use promo code from between now and April 30th. The promo code is D for free. That is the letter D, the number 4, and the word free. D for free. Go over to todaysracingdigest.com. Sign into your Today's Racing Digest account or create a free new account. Type in the promo code D for free. You can get 1 free complete digest from any track at todaysracingdigest.com between now and April 30th. That will wrap up this week's video. We'll be back next week with another stakes race from around the country.